Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. Welcome back to another round of badge hunting for the From a Different Sky series of quests. Now, I picked up a bunch more of them. We're just kind of working through these. The goal is to find these little tokens that are kind of scattered throughout the world. We can only have 6 of these quests at a time because they come from a quest board, and that's just a game limitation, the way the mechanic works. So there are a few. Let's go to the whole area map. Right here, this area is where we are going to be headed for the actual next story quest. And it's kind of a one-time deal. We go there for the story quest, and then we can never go back. And there's a handful of tokens that show up in that area. So I'm going to try to get all of them. Unfortunately, one of them is like way later in the game. And we're not going to be getting it anytime soon. It's like number 85, 86, something like that. Right around there. So we're going to be going through and getting as many of these as we can. Now, it looks like 38 I was wrong about. In the last video, I thought 38 was in the same area. It looks like 38 is not there. But 39 and 40 are the two that are in that area. So we can, I believe, go get 38, although that might be a bit tricky. I don't know. Again, we're kind of flirting with danger here. But I'm going to take 38. We're going to start that one. We're kind of flirting with danger because it might spoil a bit of story stuff, and I would rather avoid that if possible. But at the same time, I mean, we're right here. We're near the end of kind of the story quests. This is our final big quest before we go and take on the dragon. So, I don't know. Yeah, I'm torn. I would rather avoid spoiling it if possible. And I don't think it's like a spoiler, like it gives anything away. But just there's something interesting about this area up here. The bandits and whatnot. I don't know. Just a thing that I was planning on dealing with in the main story. Alright, so I am still a sorcerer. I'm still doing all these by myself. That's kind of one of my missions, is I want to do most, if not all of them, by myself. And actually, I guess it's not going to be all of them, because I am going to have my pawns with me when I go through the main story. When I go take on the leader of the cult salvation. I'm going to need my pawns for that. That's going to be maybe a tough fight. I don't know. I thought the Salamet fight earlier was going to be tough. Salamet being the amazing, super cool sorcerer guy who is in charge of the Duke's magical council. I thought that fight was going to be tough, and it turned out to be a joke. I literally killed him with one spell. So, who knows? Alright, we're heading up here again. We ran up here once already. We haven't actually been here for the story stuff. But there's a bunch of these female bandits up here. They have a pet cyclops they guard the road with. This is their fort here, the ruins of Heaven's Peak Fort. And then once we get up here, they're actually not hostile. It's similar to the male bandits in the south. We ran into them before, and the bandits themselves were hostile in groups until we actually got into their fort area, and then they were fine. It looks like I can head out there. I mean, there's probably going to be like a treasure chest or something, but I'm not super concerned by that. So, we need to find our way over to wherever that token is. Which means we're going to have to find a way through this fort to get to the other side. The gate was lowered. And as much as it would expedite things if I actually could open the gate, I am not going to do that, I think. Again, same reason, storyline stuff. We'll deal with all that stuff when we get here for the actual story. Wondering if I could just drop down? Like, without killing myself? I don't know. No. So, up is not where I want to be. I want to go down. There we go. There's a bunch of treasure there. These are bandits. They might turn hostile if we try to open all their treasure chests, so I am not going to chance it. And we're just going to go down nice and safe. Take the easy route. Then she has a quest for us. Don't care. We'll deal with that in the story stuff. Presumably. Cool, and this is a whole new area. We have not explored or wandered through this area at all. Never even seen this place before. They're blazing a new trail. Now, this place for sure, there are some nasty critters. If you come here at night, there's going to be a lot of... Oh man, there's a chimera down there. This might go quite poorly. And it saw me. Of course it did. Okie doke. Time to run. Now, I should be able to outrun its spells and whatnot. It's the lion jumping at me and mauling me. That's what I'm mostly concerned about here. But we should be fine if I can just get away from it. Oh, that was a trap. I ran through a tripwire there, just snapped and made a loud noise and would alert any creatures in the area to my presence. Not that big of a deal. So we're getting very close. And this is the other entrance to Soulflare Canyon. As you know, there are two entrances to it. I've always bypassed this one, never bothered to go through it. But there it is, hooray! Now you can see how the world all links together. I need to get up here on the right. Also, looks like harpies. Is that all, just the harpy? Nothing else? Okay. So that's not a big deal. Now, I believe this swamp here is like toxic or something, if I recall correctly. Or maybe cursed. It might be cursed. I don't know. Either way, I want to avoid stepping in it. I know it's bad. I do know that much for sure. So we just kind of need to get up here onto these crags. Cragwort being a new plant, I am grabbing a bunch of it just because it's something we haven't encountered before. So let's see. I think I'm on the right level. I might need to go up another bit. Yeah, no, I do need to go up, don't I? I need to go up. Not a big deal. Hello. Just the sloping geometry here gets kind of wonky. But that fort right there, kind of on the other side of these the wooden walls here, that is where we're going to go to battle the Leader of Salvation. So that's where the story stuff will take place once we get there. I think I just need to be very, very carefully walk out here. Ah, there's our badge. I can see it. It's kind of blinking on the ground right there. Boom, 38. Whew. All right. So 39 and 40, I believe, are both inside, as I've mentioned before. So we're going to skip those and just hang on to them for now. So 45 is the next one here. And that is back down in the Cursewood, kind of near the Abbey. But it looks like 47 is also near our port crystal. So I'm probably going to grab 45 and 47 right around the same time. In fact, 47 is closer, so I'm probably going to try... That one looks to be right in the Y there, so we'll just keep an eye out for that one. We'll look for it manually, see how that goes, since we know the general area. And I'm very glad that I moved that port crystal earlier. It is rather close to the Healing Spring port crystal, but it's still a nice location. Cool. Here we are. Again, there's going to be more of those female bandits all over the place here. This is very much their territory, the Cursewood area. And they don't take kindly to trespassers, apparently. They're not that big of a threat if you just keep moving. So that's my strategy for dealing with them here. Now, it looks like we're at not at the correct intersection. The one we want is to my left here. And I believe once we get to the bottom here, we're kind of out of their territory. I think they're mostly focused up on that hill. Oh boy, and there's a Cyclops, so... I guess I'm going to try opening with a high bolide and hope that I can hit him with some meteors. Oh, what? Did I hear... I thought I heard something behind me. Well, that's a waste of a spell. Oh, come on. Let's try this again. I'm going to get him to drop his weapon. That'll also stun him. And we are going to just pull that quest up real quick. Just... yeah, it looks like it was just under his foot again. Or is under his foot? There we go. Did I grab it? There it is. Those are always harrowing. That was actually the second time we've... excuse me. It's actually the second time that we've encountered that trick, I guess? I don't know what you want to call it. Where the badge is hidden under the Cyclops' foot. So I kind of... when I saw him standing in the road there, I kind of suspected that it was going to be another one of those. No big deal, though. Alright, and back to needing lots of mushrooms. There's going to be some sulfur saurians here as we cross the stream, I believe. Yep. Sulfur saurians are the ones that can turn invisible. They can all turn invisible. Actually, wait, do I need to be on this side? Ah. Crap. I need to be on the other side. So we're going right back. Haha, just kidding. Sulfur saurians are the ones that can turn invisible, or that spend most of their time invisible. I believe regular saurians can... no, I don't think they turn invisible. I think it's just the sulfur saurians that can turn invisible. They have the chameleon camouflage there. Still, not that big of a threat. Most things in this game you can just sprint away from. If you are lightly encumbered, it's not that bad to just run away from things. Okay, we got some bandits here. I am gonna try... oh, jeez, there's a whole bunch of them, isn't there? Well... see if I can take out that mage there, please. Oh, what's he doing? That looks creepy. Get him away from me. Luckily my magic damage is high enough that I can just hit these guys with my regular attack and do a significant amount of damage to them. So it looks like there's a cave down here. That's kind of cool. Alright. Curious to know what's in here now. Beast Cave, which is apparently inhabited by people. Also, there's a badge of House 45. Boom, we found it. Okay, that was just a fluke. Oh, ho, ho, boy. Hey, buddy, I thought you were dead. Good to know that lightning can hit him in caves. Oh, man. I need to be careful about my health. Strong Worse heals me a ridiculous amount of health. Don't need that. Let's go with desiccated herbs. Ooh. Alright, that was kind of scary. Did I get around to opening that chest in there? I did not. Kindling, didn't mean to pick that up. Open the chest, there we go. Black matter? What the heck is that? It sounds like a weapon. Yeah. A weighty hammer of specially refined metal. Foes ought fear this weapon, as well as any with the brawn to wield it. That thing is incredibly heavy, but it's going to be a giant hammer, so it's going to be for the warrior class, which is one of the classes that I have not shown off yet. And then we have badge number 46, which is up just east of Hillfigure Knoll. I am gonna fast travel over to our healing spring, because that is a bit closer. And then upwards we go. Healing Spring, just to top off real quick. And then we begin our fun climb up through the forest area here, heading towards Hillfigure Knoll. Now, snow harpies are going to be much less of a threat now than they have been in the past when I've been doing these quests, because in the past I was really relying on my my strongest arch staff at the time, which is an ice staff. It was doing ice damage, and snow harpies, as you might guess from the name, they were quite resistant to ice. What new thing? Cragworts. Can I combine this? I'm just curious. Scarlet Angelica and Jasper Blossom combined to make something unknown. Also, it looks like I have some fish that are starting to rot a little bit. Oh, and there's a chimera over on the right there. Let's avoid that if we can. Yeah, so I was using the ice staff. Now I'm not going to have that elemental mismatch problem that I had previously, just because my current staff does not do any elemental damage, just normal vanilla damage. Yeah, so snow harpies are not going to be a problem at all. Not that they were much of a problem before, but now just not anything. Not a problem to drop. Cool, so this is Hillfigure Knoll. Let's eat that fish, and I am going to eat sour scrags of meat just before they rot, because they are going to start to go sour here on me. Or they are already sour, and they're going to rot soon. I guess that might be more accurate. I'm going to pop in here and see how our friend the Dragonforged is doing. I don't know that he has any quests or anything for us. But it never hurts to check in with him. Just take a look and see if he does have anything important to say. Looks like he does not.
Edmund, did you speak the name Edmund?
Ooh, actually, this is interesting.
The name of the Arisen came before you.
Secret soft. Oh.
I know not how he turned away the dragon. I bade him follow his instinct, same as I have bidden you.
Can I pick up the secret softener, please? There we go. There's actually a lot of really useful loot in here. I'm not going to waste the time to loot the whole area, though. Well, that's a fun little tidbit. Yeah, so Edmund, the Duke, Edmund Dragonsbane, as he's known as he's occasionally called, he was the Arisen of his time, a generation ago. He fought off the dragon, much as I am hoping to do at some point. So here's Hillfigure Knoll. I believe this is the Heart Scar. Occasionally there's a Wakestone Shard that spawns here that you can pick up. I believe I've picked it up fairly recently, so it hasn't respawned yet. But yeah, thank you, Dragonforged, for giving me something to talk about on this long, boring run, because I'm not fighting anything, and we've seen it a million times. So, yeah, the Duke was Dragonforged, or he was Arisen, sorry. He was Arisen, meaning that the dragon probably stole his heart, and he had to slay the dragon, and he did something to turn the dragon back, and I think that's why everyone's looking to him. Oh, hello, I just blew right past where I'm supposed to go. He did something to turn back the dragon, and now the dragon's back. So people are looking to him to defend the land and drive the dragon away again, much as he did earlier, back in his day. Alright, so it looks like I am going to have to deal with these bandits here, just because they're between... Oh, man. Looks like they're kind of guarding the area where this next badge is going to be. Alright, I need to start whittling down their numbers as much as I can here. Oh, man. Or maybe I could just lure them all out here and then run in and find the badge. Let's try that. Let's see if that works. Here somewhere? Ah, there it is in the fire. Badge number 46. Now, I believe we're gonna have to go back and get some more from the notice board. Yeah, 39 and 40. So, back to Gran Soren we go. Luckily, you can just use that fairy stone whenever and wherever you are. You don't have to wait to be out of combat or anything like that. It feels like we're making good time, but remember that we're doing 2 fewer quests per run back to the bounty board. Since I'm holding on to those 2, 39 and 40, so we're only taking 4 at a time, which is okay. It is what it is. Okay, so let's see where we're going next. 51 first. Looks like it's in Gran Soren, so that's fun. I do enjoy these rooftop climbing tokens. Oh no, is it up in the Duke's... Oh, it looks like it's in the Duke's castle area. That's fine too, though. Ah, looks like my skeleton key has respawned. Just make a quick detour to grab that. And then back into the Duke's castle area to find this next badge. Okay, so it looks like it's back in the Duchess's chambers. I'm assuming we're going to be able to get in there. We did free the Duchess. She was imprisoned by the Duke earlier. She thought that the Duke was going to kill her, so we broke into the Duke's mansion up in the north, and then we freed her and sent her home, back to her home country with her handmaiden and some of her hand-picked, like, royal guards. So she's kind of out of the game for a while. Most likely forever, to be honest. It's back here somewhere? Is it, like, up on her bed? I'm confused as to where this token is. Is it up? Aha! See it, it's up there. How do I get it? Did I knock it down? I did knock it down. Okay, that was interesting. We haven't had to do that yet. Oh, that was 51. I'm doing them in the wrong order. Let's do 48 now. Let's see where they're all at and just flip through them all real quick. 48 is up north again, past the fort again. Conqueror's Sanctuary, crap, that's going to be under another Cyclops foot. I have a very strong suspicion. 50 is also up north. 40 and 39, we know where those both are. So I'm going to do 49 first, because that seems to be the odd one out. So let's make sure we have that one selected. Let's go ahead and pull out our fairy stone. This is going to be a tough one, because I don't know what I'm going to do about the 2 cyclopes that are down there. It looked like it's in the. It looks like it's going to be under the Cyclops, like one of the feet of one of the Cyclopes. Conqueror's. What's that called? Like Conqueror's Sanctuary or something like that. That's the area where there's the two Cyclopes and a whole bunch of goblins and hobgoblins, and there's goblins up on the ridges with ballista, and they're going to be shooting at me and whatnot. I might actually need to fight some things here. Not these. These are just goblins. We're gonna just blow past all these guys. They're not worth fighting at all. Oh, come on. There we go. Crap. And there's the dragon, dead ahead. Luckily, we can bypass him. At some point, I will be fighting that dragon. Don't you worry. Dragons are fairly high on my to-do list. Probably around the time that I actually hit level 50 or so. Which I'm close to now. I think I'm like level 47 or 48, something like that. We could just check. 48. So soon. Fighting the dragons will come soon. I think I might go up on the ridge, fight the ballista goblins. Ooh, healing spring. Yes, 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 yes. I think I'm gonna go fight the ballista goblins, just so... Oh, no, 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 make it! So close. Eat a reminisce room. My stamina will recover quite quickly in here. Also fill up a bottle or two with spring water. Something to do while I'm filling up. I think I'm going to fight the ballista goblins. I'm going to try to complete the sentence now. And then use, like, what's it called? High Bolide, my giant meteor shower attack, and see if that takes out some of the goblins and the Cyclops or something down below. I think that's probably my best strategy. Or I could use this ballista. Forget about this one. There's the other one. It'd be fantastic if I could destroy that other ballista there, but I don't know if I can actually hit it from here. I am just going to take out some of these goblins, though, real quick. The fewer things I have to worry about when I go down there, the better. Oh, I nailed that goblin. That was beautiful. Oh, that was a perfect shot. This is going to be a bit problematic, except for that goblin that just fell off the cliff there. And both the hobgoblins did as well. Hooray for AI pathfinding. And I leveled up from that, so that's an added bonus. I love that it launches the goblins up in the air and then explodes them. This is fun. Okay, so that's the unarmored Cyclops right there, and we just hit him in the face, so he's going to take a lot of damage and be on fire. So this might not actually be so bad. It's this armored one here, that's the one that I'm worried about. Also, I'm having a bit of trouble hitting him. He has the helmet on. Oh, his movement is also crappy. He has the helmet on, so I'm not going to be able to hit him in the face like I did this one. I think the eyeball damage is what's really wrecking this Cyclops here on the right. Yeah. Ow. He's a bit squirrely when he's swinging his arms around like that. Alright, what can I do about you here? Yeah, that one's armored, so I don't know that I'm going to be able to deal with that one. Also, hello, little Mr. Goblin. There we go. Ha ha ha, you fell. You're such an idiot. Yeah, that armored one is going to be... I don't know that I'm going to be able to deal with him successfully. All of this is probably unnecessary, by the way. Just gonna throw that out there. But it is immensely satisfying shooting these explosive bolts. I also like to knock his tusk off. Do that. Look at it. His whole body is on fire. That's gotta hurt. I keep knocking him over too. That's fun. Love to be able to knock his tusks off. Okay, so that one's dead. We just have the big one here to deal with. I am going to try High Bolide and see if I can get it off before he makes it over here. He looks kind of confused, like he doesn't really know how to pathfind over to where I'm standing right now. Also, goblins up on the ridge. Are they approaching the ballista? They are. Alright, look. I think I got my spell off. Yes, I did. I don't think it matters, though. I don't think I'm going to be able to deal with this Cyclops here at all. Oh, come on. Okay, there. He dropped his stuff. Let's loot this guy's corpse here real quick. Beefsteak, misshapen eye, and a rugged bone. So we did not knock any of the tusks off. That's okay. And then our badge is right there. Cool. So that's one down. And then these were all back up north, weren't they? Yes. Okie dokie. So I am going to ferry stone up to Soulflare Canyon. There. And I'm going to end this video here, and we're going to continue hunting for these badges, and we're probably going to do the other miscellaneous side quest. There was a lady that had a side quest for us. I think we're going to do that in the next video as well. So thank you for joining me, everyone, and I will see you next time.